This is a Jaguar XF 2.7 TD. It's the premium luxury edition, 4-door, diesel, automatic. It's 204 brake horsepower engine. The car's done 82,891 miles with a full service history, and it's a 2008 on an 08 plate. Fuel economy, urban is 27.1, extra urban 48.5, combined 37.6, with a 0 to 60 time of 7.7 seconds and a top speed of 143 miles an hour. I'll just take you for a ride in it and tell you a bit more about the specification. First thing I want to show you is the startup, which is quite impressive. Keyless entry, keyless ignition, and we have a start button here. So press the start button and the vents open up, and also the gear selector comes out of the gear tunnel. So I'll just do this and then explain about this car. When you start up, the gear selector comes out of the gear tunnel and the 4 vents open up. On this particular one of the vents is broken. Now we will try and get it fixed. However, the motor is, I think it's £126 plus taking the dashboard apart. The 126 quid plus the labour is basically so that when you get out of the car, the vents shut, and when you get back in the car, the vents open, which, although it always amuses me, it just seems like a waste of money to me. So I'll just take you for a ride in this car. As usual, park around the back, but just managed to attract somebody going past and doing a 3-point turn. And now pulling up so close to me, it's setting my reversing sensors off. Here we go. Now I really like Jaguars and always have. They're so comfortable and well finished off inside. The interiors, I think, are always a lot better than BMWs and Mercedes-Benz. We've got, well, it's dove grey upholstery, it's perforated leather. It's got heated front seats, electric memory seats, electric steering wheel. That's height and reach adjustable electric steering wheel, and that moves with the memory as well. Got power folding mirrors, front central armrest. Got multifunction steering wheel with cruise control. Also got sat nav here. Hopefully you'll be able to see all the controls, the climate controls, audio controls, phone controls, navigation there. We'll just agree that. Won't get distracted. Just trying to remember the exact colour grey it is. It's annoying me now, and I have got it written down. Okay, Lunar Grey Metallic. Cygnus 6-spoke alloy wheels. You've got this textured aluminium on the dashboard, and also around the gear selector on the door cards, and you've got the walnut as well. Just so beautifully finished off the Jags. Double stitching all around the dashboard. It's lovely environment to be in. They're always nice and quiet and pretty smooth as well. You've got drive here, and you've also got sport on the selector. Oh, we've got a squirrel. I'll just put it in sport as we come up here and give it some gas. Let this window down a little bit. Let this Mercedes go past, and then we'll let all these cars go past. Here we go. Just wait till the steering wheel's straight. It's a bit wet today. And then nice sounding engine for a diesel. Good looking car. It's got xenon headlights. It's also got headlamp wash, front and rear parking sensors, reversing camera. If you go to the home button here, you can see it's got heated seats there. And the climate control, you can operate from the switches. Paddle shift on the steering wheel. I'll just put this back into drive now instead of sport. But two paddles here, down and up. Just come in today about an hour ago, so we're taking it out for a test drive, make sure everything's okay before we do the service check over, valet it and put it up for sale. If it obviously if it needs anything doing to it, there's no point cleaning it first and then put it in the workshop to get dirty again, so we do that. Six-speed automatic gearbox, very smooth, and can't notice the change. We're doing, let's just say, get to 70 miles an hour, put the cruise on and see how many revs we're doing. Lorry overtaking a car, disgraceful. Now I'm just going to cock everybody up here. That can't be right, can it? Big truck in the outside lane overtaking a car. Auto lights just came on there, lovely blue instrument illumination. And turns the cruise on. We're set at 70 miles an hour there and doing 1950 revs. 2.7 engine. There, average speed, average fuel. So we've got a lane closed here. So nice and quiet on the road. May need slight wheel balancing. And now we're down to 15 miles an hour on the motorway. Stopped. And no doubt the reason that we're stopped is because there's roadworks in the outside lane, and the guy there that was holding everybody up and you know, lorries having to overtake because he was going so slow, has now decided to go down the outside lane and then cut in at the last minute. Brains of dynamite, he couldn't blow his hat off. There you go. So, no phone found. Would you like to look for one? My phone's in the back seat there. As I say, that's incredible. The guy was in the outside lane there, trying to cut in now in the traffic up there. He was driving so slowly before that lorries were having to go into the outside lane to overtake him, and now he thinks it's okay just to go up the outside lane and then cut in. Does anybody else pretend the headlamp washers are rocket launchers or machine guns, or is that just me? So, 2-position electric memories here for 2 drivers. We have 2 remote keys for it, and as I said before, it's keyless entry and keyless ignition. So you can, if you've got the key in your pocket, you can get in the car and start it and drive off without much hassle, as opposed to the cars that just have keyless start. So you've got to get the key out of your pocket anyway, get in the car, and then start the car not using the key. Bit of a waste of time, really. Excellent. Nice to see them all working away there. Mile of traffic cones, so 3 people can have a chat in the middle of the road. Even though this is an ideal motorway car and probably will spend most of its life on the motorway, I'm going to go back the country roads and avoid the traffic. Then you won't have to hear me moan anymore. I've used 2 or 3 of these myself personally, and they are a very, very comfortable car. They're pretty economical as well. In the front central armrest there's a little bit of storage space. At the moment it's got one of my camera controls in it, which is plugged into the 12-volt power socket. There's also an auxiliary in for your iPod or perhaps phone or whatever. You can lock and unlock all the doors from here. Climate control switches are the main ones are there, CD radio, and 2 cup holders there and another one there, so 2 people in the front seat can have 3 drinks between them. The power folding mirrors, just hold the 2 switches down here and tucks away, or when you get out of the car and lock it, the windows, sorry, the mirrors tuck in anyway. All the lovely finish everywhere. This car will look like new when Lance has cleaned it. The leather will come up like new as well. It's been really well looked after. This is just as it's come in. welcome. Come along this road most days. It's quite a bumpy road, and if you're in any other model, as I say, BMW or Mercedes especially, it seems a lot bumpier than when you're in a Jag. There's a little switch at the bottom as well that controls lumbar support, and inflates a little cushion in the small of your back, which is pleasant